Have you ever asked yourself, how did it all begin? How did a simple idea in the minds of scientists transform into a global network connecting billions of people? That hidden world we use every day, from sending a short message to watching a video, from buying a product to following the news. It is the web, the gateway that changed the face of human civilization and opened the path to a new era of knowledge and communication. In 1989, a British scientist named Tim Berners-Lee was working at the European Research Centre, CERN. He noticed that scientists were having difficulty sharing and accessing information. That's when he came up with an idea that would open the doors to a new era: the web. Before the web appeared, the internet already existed, but it was complicated. Using it required advanced technical expertise, and accessing information was far from easy. There were no browsers, no interconnected pages, and no concept of links that could take you from one place to another. The internet was a world for the elite only, until someone decided to change it forever. To bring Tim Berners-Lee's idea to life, three essential elements were created that later became the backbone of the web: the HTML language for writing pages, the unique URL for each page, and the HTTP protocol that enables information exchange between the browser and the server. These three components, despite their simplicity, were the key that opened the doors to a new world. In 1990, Berners-Lee created the first web browser and the first server. Just 1 year later, the web became available to the entire world. No one could have expected that this small step would open the door to the greatest revolution in the history of information: rapid spread. In the 1990s, the web began to spread rapidly across the world. The first websites appeared, followed by browsers like Netscape that made surfing easier. By the end of the decade, people had begun to realize that this network was not just a tool for scientists, but an open space for everyone. Game-changing companies. At the beginning of the new millennium, giant companies emerged that reshaped the world of the web. Google made searching easy and accessible to everyone. Facebook changed the concept of how people connect. YouTube put video creation in everyone's hands. Thus, the web was no longer just a means of accessing information, it became an essential part of our daily lives. The impact of the web on the world. Today, the web is no longer just a tool we use. It has become an invisible force that controls the smallest details of our lives. In education, the book is no longer the only source of knowledge. Every student now carries a universal library in their hands. In the economy, markets are no longer confined to cities and nations. They have expanded to create a parallel world of trade, money, and jobs. A world that never sleeps and never stops. And in society, human relationships are no longer the same. The web has changed the meaning of friendship and reshaped the concepts of identity and belonging. People's lives have become exposed, and their secrets hang in a space that never forgets. It is a world so interconnected that it's almost terrifying. A small mistake in one corner of the planet can shake global markets in an instant. A single piece of news can change the fate of millions, and a passing image can reshape collective consciousness in a single second. The web has become a global language, but within that language lies both a promise for the future and a fear of the unknown. It is a network that unites humanity, yet at the same time, it can confine them, revealing another face, one more fascinating and sometimes more frightening. Web 3. But the story doesn't end here. Today, we stand at the threshold of a new era. Web 3.0 is emerging, built on artificial intelligence and decentralization. The metaverse promises a parallel virtual world, and new technologies may allow us to experience the web in ways we never imagined before. From a small idea in the mind of a single scientist to a network that connects billions of people, the web was not just a technological invention, it was a revolution that changed humanity. And perhaps we are still living in the early days of that revolution.